Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estés?
Welcome, Twitch family. I think we have come to the consensus that next week we will be trying to switch over to YouTube for the podcast. Let's see how that goes. We shall see. But anyways, on to tonight's episode. First.
Hoist.
It would be the 73rd birthday of Dale Earnhardt Day.
R.I.P. Dale.
Happy birthday, even though you're up there winning all the races upstairs.
Winning the Golden Streets 500.
Yep. But what we will go over this episode, obviously, we'll be going over Dover, because he's there yesterday. The All-Star race format has been revealed, and a little cherry on top is we'll see Kevin Harvick on the track in a race car.
And Dale Jr., isn't it? Or is that Xfinity?
Oh, no. We see Kevin Harvick in Cup car.
Yeah, but I thought Dale Jr. was racing too.
No, he's doing some late model thing. Sorry. Bubble bursted. But anyways, let's roll that intro and get into the show.
All right, everybody. If you did not hear, welcome to Praise Hale, Praise Dale. I'm JTDALLIS, and that is Voodoo.
Wee.
Yeah. So we kind of talked about a little bit what we're going to talk about today. If you've never seen the show, we kind of do the same thing, but we're trying to change it up a little bit. Like he said, next week we're going to try to go live on YouTube instead of Twitch, just to see if we can get more viewers. Nothing wrong with the viewers we got, but we'd like to see a little bit more, and we're having a little bit more growth on our YouTube channel. If you have not seen our YouTube channel, we post a little extra stuff there. We have a couple of ideas for some bonus videos that will be on YouTube exclusively. The channel is RHPDpodcast. You guys should go check it out. I know I post the weekly winners, or the weekend winners, I'm sorry. You'll see later on it tonight, because we show it here. And then anytime that we go to a race, we post our I don't even know what we'd call it. I just call it, hype videos. But we post our hype videos to our YouTube, and that is about it. And then all of our bonus content, which Voodoo, I think, if my math is right, it's 9 weeks from today. We will be posting some bonus videos along with a couple of winners.
Yeah. We may not have the hype videos put together for that yet, because that'll be just the day afterwards. But yeah, we should be able to announce the winner of the millions of people that are entered into the specialty autograph giveaway. Where we got 2 people, I think.
As of right now, what did we say? You threw in an autograph, right? And then I threw in one.
Yeah, I haven't decided what from these we were gonna give into it yet.
And then I've got oh wow. Yeah, so I threw in a Eric Jones autograph. Voodoo is still debating on which one he's throwing in. And then we we have quite a bit of stuff. I kind of broke it down last week. I don't want to get the bag out again, mainly because I don't know where my wife put it.
Good job.
But yeah, I know she takes care of me though, which some of you guys might not hear this week. We were running kind of late, so I don't know if she'll be on tonight. Last week you heard her, and it looks like Voodoo's guest is not on this week, so we're kicking it old school. Just Voodoo and
she might join here shortly. They're over at a friend's house at the moment, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's what Haley's doing. But so off the top of my head, in our little goodie bag, which it will be growing in Talladega, I'm sure, we have a Texas drawstring bag that's going to hold it all. We have a couple of the Cole Custard. We've got I want to say we've got a hero card, a sticker, and a fan from the Cole Custard from Texas. And then Voodoo's throwing in a signature. So you're looking at 2 signatures, some merch from racetracks, and then
I might throw in 2. Might throw in Bubba Wallace and Noah Gragson. Why not?
That would be pretty cool. So if you guys have been listening from the first episodes, you know we were only going to give out a Chris Bell signature. Well, now it has grown to 3 signatures because, well, the main reason being, unfortunately, I was not able to get Chris Bell's signature at his meet and greet because he was scrunched for time. But like I said, 9 weeks, we'll be giving that out. We have a couple ideas for some bonus episodes until then to fill the time, which I said, like I said, will be on YouTube exclusively. Do you have anything to add to that?
If you're not entered, why the hell not? I mean,
that's fair.
Your chances are pretty high right now.
Yeah, we have 2 people entered, a Coleman and Trash Can. And the way you enter is very, very simple. All you have to do is get on our X post, our YouTube post, or even in the chat here, and comment a racetrack name. And all you have to, after you do that, we'll get your username, we'll throw it into a random generator, and then we will, on July the 1st, randomly generate the names. And if you win, you win our sweet setup. We will DM you and get with you on that one. So that is literally all you have to do. Just a racetrack name. We're not asking for money. We're not even asking for you to subscribe. All you need to do is racetrack name.
Yes, very easy. Very, very easy to enter that one. The other giveaway we'll get to later.
Yeah, we'll get the other giveaway. I was just ranting about a couple weeks. So moving on from all that, are you ready to do the new sponsors for the week?
Yeah, we got a handful of them for Kansas. There's also one that was revealed for Darlington, which is not gonna be a throwback scheme, but it is what it is. I should have added that scheme to our team reveals later on, but I did not grab it and put it on there. But it wasn't a throwback, so it's all good. But anyways, the new sponsors for Kansas, starting us off with the number 2 of Austin Cindric, will be running a snap-on scheme. That should be.
The number 15, Riley Herbst, is running a Monster Energy Zero bar, so I'm wondering if it'll be kind of like a Ty Gibbs game, or if we're gonna get a little mix-up.
I think it'll be a little bit of a mix-up. Maybe a white car, or we'll pick one of the flavors of the zero sugar monsters and go with that scheme.
But I'm not gonna lie. So I get really bad kidney stones. I love freaking. So the zero sugar is a lot better for me, just because my body processes whole. So I drink the crap out of Monster.
If I'm not drinking my Dubby, I'm also drinking Monster Energy Zero Sugar, which
I will
Ultra
say,
Watermelon would say is my number 1.
My go-to on the zero is either just like the original zero or the white one.
White one's good. White one's good.
But I never had a problem drinking Dubby. You know what I mean? It was like only if I like went out and had a Red Bull, a NOS, or like a regular Monster or something like that. That's when I'd wake. That's when I'd start feeling.
How does it say I got an ad cut? I ran
Just
pre-roll. Like that. Oh. Anyways. Like I ran one so it wouldn't run another ad for 6 minutes. And it's already trying to run one. Dumb. Anyways, back to number 15. Did you notice it didn't say Kaz Gralla?
I did.
Riley Earps again. That'd be interesting. Next one, we got another. Well, I mean, he ran the 16 already, but he's got a different paint scheme. But you got Derek Kraus in the 16. Gonna be running a ProjectWyoming.com scheme. I have no idea what to expect from that.
No idea. I don't even know what Project Wyoming is.
I'm imagining it's like some kind of like come visit Wyoming deal.
Maybe. Well, in the next one, you've got Rick House doing another Kroger brand with the Minute Rice.
Yeah, I saw a post earlier about Kroger, and it said something like their partners with the Kroger brands are loving the fact that the numbers got moved up. So maybe it's a good thing for them. But
yeah,
also kind of rumors floating around is that Kroger's going to be leaving JTD.
going to
Joe Gibbs.
Haas. I thought it was Stuart Haas.
Yeah, I heard Joe Gibbs. Toyota team.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to see the number 20 in a NASCAR.
That would be pretty. Although he's back in the purple machine this weekend, so he hasn't had good luck this year in purple.
Well, I don't want to talk. My heart hurts. My heart hurts.
Jump into the 51 of Justin Haley. This one should be pretty cool to see. Children's Mercy Hospital.
That one will be cool, especially if he does something like Chase Elliott does. He does the hospital where the kids get to
design it. Yeah.
design the car. And I already know if they do, I'm gonna end up with a diecast because Haley orders every one of them. So like we have the Chase Elliott cars. We've got I tried to get the Chris Bell one that he did for the kids. Looked like an old school video game. Anyway,
I'd have to look it up. Top of my head.
Anyway, it was a not Craftsman. It might have been a Ream scheme. Red. But no, it was Craftsman. He ran one Craftsman car and that was it. But they never made a diecast. Kind of upset. Anyway, moving on to the 99 of Daniel Suarez. He's running a Choice Privileges car.
Which
I don't know what that is, but hey.
I think it's like a hotel chain thing. Which we technically revealed the scheme for that like way long ago. It's like that orange, yellow, and white car.
Oh, okay.
It'll still look cool, but
yeah,
new scheme that he hadn't run yet this year. That's all the ones for Kansas. Jumping to Darlington, Daniel Hemrich's going to be running a Black's Tire and Auto Services. This is the one I mentioned earlier. Should have grabbed the paint scheme because they did reveal it. Not a throwback or anything, but still pretty cool. Different scheme than what he normally runs.
Darlington
is after Kansas. Right around the corner. They'll be starting to see a whole bunch of back schemes coming out. I might still for that episode just go ahead and pull out all of the throwback schemes and put them on here, even though they already raced.
Okay. So I got a bonus episode idea. Okay. You ready to hear this? What if we do a tier list of best throwbacks?
It could be fun.
Yeah. Like, we'll both pick 10, 12 schemes, all right? And we'll just put them in tiers.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Down for that. Or we could do it that way, or we could both come up with a few and put a certain amount of them head to head or whatever. And well, we don't have a big audience right now, but I was gonna say have the audience vote which one thought would bet, but I don't know how well that would work out for us right now. We're still pretty small.
We're getting there. Hey guys, speaking of audiences, we're at 19. Getting there. Talked about doing 5. Yeah.
Something special. Maybe a special episode or something.
Where are we at? Oh, we're at team changes.
Not very many this week.
Literally
one.
And it's a pretty big one on it.
Yep.
All right, so team changes. There's a new sheriff in town at the Wood Brothers Racing. John Wood is now the president. This has been team changes with RHPD.
Yeah, but I mean, he's pretty. I guess what you would consider, as far as age, I would put him kind of like on the Justin Marks, that level. So maybe good things to come for Wood Brothers Racing. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the car's running where the car usually does, but they've had some shuffle up of schemes this season, so it's pretty nice. Jumping to NASCAR updates. So as y'all know, the 43 was pretty this weekend and was on the track being raced, but it was not being raced by Eric Jones, even though he was at the track. If you look back to Talladega, he got into a wreck, hit the wall pretty hard. He went to the infield care center, was released, and then went back to his little motor home, and his wife was like, you might want to go back, get them to look at it again. He did. Went to the hospital. Turned out he had a hairline compression fracture in one of his lower vertebrae. So we don't know when he's going to be back. Saw somewhere that he was aiming for Darlington, the latest. Obviously, take a week.
Yeah, and just also what? Just to kind of put that in perspective.
Yeah, so we'll see. Corey Heim filled in for him, and currently slated in to fill in for him at Kansas if need. If he has to stay out longer, Jimmy Johnson hasn't ruled out driving that car himself, but he's not going to drive it at Kansas because he's already slated to drive the 84. 3, a third different number in the Cup Series that he would be riding.
I think that one would be a very iconic number. Paired by 2.
Right.
Also a scheme that I would have to get.
Right. Top it off, NASCAR already gave a waiver for Jones. Remain eligible. As if he's going to make it.
So my question is, Does Jones get the points for Heim racing or not? Would it be the team or would it be the...
Well, the
driver
owner's
specific?
points for the car are still for the 43, but I don't believe that Jones gets the points for Heim running.
Your ads keep pop up.
Guess I just gotta let it run. Stupid that I ran a pre-roll, 3-minute pre-roll, and we're gonna get ads. Hopefully it doesn't. So we will let y'all know how long it's gonna be. Ad's gonna pop up in about 20 seconds. Keep an eye out for that. I believe if you're subscribed, you can see the ad. Is what it is. Which is garbage. This is also another reason why we're gonna try out YouTube. Ad is beginning now. But yeah, pretty cool to see Jimmy Johnson. Would add to his slate of races that he will be in this year. And technically next week it'll be first time back to back he's in next gen car. So maybe he'll have some better luck next week.
I mean, he didn't do well. I was gonna say he didn't do terribly last week in at Dover. Didn't do terribly. I was really pushing for a top 20. Didn't happen, but realistically, you got to think about he's used to, what is it, Gen 4, 5, and 6, and Gen 7, aren't we?
Yeah.
And that's what everybody was talking about, even in his interviews. The whole car is set up completely different than all those. He's not. It's a lot more difficult to, I guess, grasp since I've never been in one of those cars or something. I would love to see Johnson take back his old stride, even though realistically that's probably never going to happen unless he ran a lot of. Even then, I don't think he'd be a top player. I think he'd be a mid-pack, kind of like Jones. And that's being brutally honest. You know what I mean? One of those things that I would love to see him, with a top 10 finish. Do I see it realistically happening? Not unless some wreck.
Which unfortunately he's not racing at super speedways, so.
Yeah. Maybe if he was racing at Daytona or Dega, maybe. Then he doesn't have the time to put into getting back to.
Absolutely. Yep.
The dude lives in London, so he flies over here, races.
Insane in the membrane. Welcome back from the advertisement that ran, even though I ran ads running to the screen. Gotta love it. Yeah.
Gotta love it. Guys, if you're back from the ad, the only thing you missed is us talking about how realistically Johnson probably will not be a contender unless he ran like a full. Unfortunately, coming from two, both wearing. You can see the giant 48 above my head.
Yeah. You can see a bunch of 48s and 84s behind me.
Yeah, but see, you collect exclusively.
Yeah.
Speaking of the giant car behind me, so I've said this before. That's an RC car, right? Did you see that they're remaking those?
I did. I'm pissed off that they don't have a Jimmy Johnson one.
I'm a little so I'm a little relieved they don't, because they're $180, and I'm like,
Yeah. But they're
If there
also
was an
about the
eight-
same size as that one you got up there.
it's the same one, because that's a 112th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's literally like the same car. Just that one's way older.
Probably built better
But,
too.
I don't know about that one.
Well,
I
originally.
really do want. I wonder if originally, yes. I wonder if like I changed the batteries out, if that remote for that one would work for this one. Because judging by what I've seen on those cars, it's built with the same body by the same company, everything.
Worth a try.
No, it's not. My wife already shot down the idea of buying one.
All right.
But
Let's continue on with the show.
so we got the All-Star race, and the format was just released.
Oh, bang. Just so y'all
I
can
do
follow
like-
along when we talk about it.
Yeah, I do like the way that they little fold-out thing. I don't know what to call it, but I like it. It's scratching that itch in the brain that I needed for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, about this All-Star race, the prize is $1 million.
That's normal.
$1 million.
Why make trillions when you can make millions?
So 2 heat races will set the starting lineup. I'm assuming that the heat races are 100 laps. Right?
No, they're not. I kind of threw just the generalized stuff up there at the top. But if we wanted to jump down to the good. So tire allotments. We have 3 different tires.
Okay.
They'll have 9 sets total between the 3. So you'll have a prime tire, which is the baseline tire that they tested at North Wilkesboro last month. You got an option tire, which is a slick tire, but it's made with the same rubber as the wet weather tire. So you're looking at more grip but faster wear, something similar to Bristol. And then obviously you got the wet weather tire if the track becomes wet for some reason. Like I mentioned, each team will get 9 sets. Practice qualifying, the heat races and the open get 3 sets of primes and 2 sets of options. That's the use between all of that mumble jumble. And then the main event itself, each team will have 2 sets each of the primes and the options.
So what's the 100 lap open rate?
We could get to that in a second. All 4 tires must be you're good. All 4 tires must be the same type at all times. Only primes are going to be used during the qualifying sessions. So technically they got 2 sets of options during that first group there, but they can't use them qualifying. It has to be the primes. Practice, heat races, and the opens. Teams will be able to choose what tire they start on. Main event, everybody must start on the option tire. See what kind of wear we actually get. But here
Right.
is where I broke down the.
Okay. Now that I'm reading that, I feel dumb. So the open event gives drivers who aren't locked in to the main event a chance to race. So it's like the racing they're at, kind of like what we had at the 500.
Something like that.
Okay. I got a feeling it's about to get loud, so just a warning.
Yeah. My children are walking through the door too. So.
Hang on, let me double check, because I think I accidentally locked my door.
Running like straight in here for some reason. Ratsicle number 75.
Yeah, but anything he has to say. Athlete. 5 years old. There's somebody in Louisiana.
Anyway, that's one of my opinions. So, back to talking about the Open. So, the Open race is on Friday, I think. Now my kids are being super loud.
So the Open will be it'll be 100 laps, a caution at 50 laps, which is like a stage caution, where each team must perform a 4-tire position. The main event will be 200 laps, all-star caution at lap 100. Teams must perform a 4-tire stop on it using any tire of their choosing. Another caution will be thrown at lap 150, and all laps count, caution and green.
Yes, sir. So the schedule. Friday evening will be the Open qualifying, the All-Star qualifying, and the Pit Crew Challenge. And Saturday will be your two 60-lap heat races. Caution at lap 30 of each heat, where teams must make a 4-tire pit stop. The first heat will determine the inside row, and the second heat, the outside row. And then obviously Sunday.
Sunday. The
main event.
Hi.
There you go. Got a wave out of it. So,
we interrupt this podcast to bring you children.
See, I messed up that schedule a little bit. You got the Open qualifier on Friday, but you got the actual Open race on Sunday before the main event.
Yeah.
There's two people from that Open are basically who weren't already locked in. Two people from that Open race make it in, and then plus your fan voted in person.
You see that Corey Haim is or no, I'm sorry, Justin Haley. Did you see his trying to think of what it's called, campaign for votes, I guess what it would be.
Yeah, I saw his, and Carson Hostwar put out one too.
I was laughing at Haley's just because it made me think of like a presidential election kind of thing, you know, making fun of it. Funny.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the All-Star race though. We only got don't have very long before that race.
What is it, 3 weeks? Something like that?
Somewhere around there. It's May 19th, so looking at yeah.
About 3.
So we got Kansas this weekend, then you got Darlington, and then you got the All-Star race. Nifty. I was ready. Alright, so different tidbit of information now is the Hall of Fame ballot is out. About to find out who the next 3 people to get inducted into the Hall of Fame are.
You want to read the modern era?
Yeah. So 2 people from the modern era will be elected in. You got don't know how they're going to choose just 2 off of this list.
Oh, I don't know either.
Go through them. It looks like they're in alphabetical order by last name. I think that I'm putting my top ones up at the top. I think I got 2 people selected off of here. I think should be the first one. It's tough.
I think I do too, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's tough for sure. But you got Greg Biffle, Neil Bonnet, Tim Brewer, Jeff Burton, Randy Dorton, Carl Edwards, Harry Gant, Harry Hyde, Ricky Rudd, and Jack Sprague.
So who are the 2 that you could think of?
Well, Carl Edwards for sure. He's got to be one of the first ones getting in on the list. But then I'm kind of torn on who would be the other one. But I think I'm probably going to go with Harry Gant.
See, I have 2, and Carl Edwards is not one of them. Only simply because I think he'll get in. I know. I think he'll get in, but I don't see him on this list. I'm gonna say Ricky Rudd, and you got to put the Skull Bandit in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. So Harry Gant. Those were my 2.
At least we agreed on one of them.
Right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Carl was my close third.
Yeah.
I would say like next year's, if they make the ballot again, if they don't get picked this year, my 2 picks for next year's would be like Jeff Burton and Carl Edwards.
Yeah. No. It's going.
Or Neil Bonnet. He'd be a good one. I don't know. This list is hard.
It's a real tough list. It's nothing compared to when Jimmy Johnson and Chad Knaus are on there.
Right. So 2 modern eras get elected and 1 pioneer ballot gets elected. And so yeah, the pioneers are Ray Hendrick, Banjo Matthews, Ralph Moody, Larry Phillips, and Bob Welburn. And I've got a good feeling who's going to make it.
What do you think?
I think Larry's going to make it. He's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Larry was on the modern era just last year, wasn't he?
I don't think so. He might have been, though.
I know there was one guy that just got moved to the pioneer ballot that was on modern. I want to say it was Larry.
It might have been.
But like he had.
I don't know, Ray Hendrick. I don't know. I could see Ray Hendrick getting it into, with a name like Hendrick. You know what I mean? If he's any relation, he's gonna. I honestly don't know.
I kind of feel like Larry Phillips is a good choice because he had quite a few votes on the modern era ballot. Now that he's on the pioneer, I think he'll get. But we'll see. I'll find out soon. I don't know when they have it set for. Don't they usually do it during the awards at the end of the season that they announce it, or is it before?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember. Anyways,
would this be the 25 or the 24?
I would think it would be the 24, wouldn't it?
No, that would be the 25.
Was Jimmy on
because
24?
Donnie Allison, Jimmy, and Knaus got inducted in 24.
Okay, so it must be sometime at the beginning of the year then.
Must be.
Alright.
Well, it said they got inducted in January, so.
50. Alright. So Gateway is not changing its naming rights anytime soon because Worldwide Technology has extended their naming rights deal through 2029. At least 5 more years of Worldwide Technology at Gateway. Then Mr. Long-Winded over there talked about our one giveaway. We jumped to our other one. Our fantasy league on NASCAR.com. Praise Hale, Hale, Praise Dale Podcast. Make sure it says podcast. And then when it asks you for the password, all lowercase RHPD 2024. Still only got 5 people in there. I know it's kind of deep in the season now, so it might be a little difficult to catch up, but hey, you got more options for the drivers that are dominating right now to keep starting them than the rest of us do. So maybe you can still catch up. But Trash Can's in the lead on that one right now. Which 164th diecast from Lionel Racing.
Sorry, I'm looking to see if I can find the nominees from. For some reason, all I can find is who won. You know what I mean? I'd like to see, because that's kind of bothered me, because I want to say Phillips was a nominee, but you know what I mean?
Records have been. Never know.
I found it. Maybe not.
Like.
Okay, so a lot of them were the same ballot, because Neil Bonnet, Tim Brewer, Jeff Burton, Carl Edwards, Harry Gant, Harry Hyde, Larry Phillips, Ricky Rudd.
Yeah, so Larry Phillips is the one that flipped over as the Pioneer.
Oh, duh, yeah. Benjamin, yeah. AJ Foyt is not a Pioneer on the Pioneer ballot, or Sam Ard. I don't know if they passed or. But
Not know.
Anyway, Phillips was the one that flipped over to Pioneer. Now that I've got that out of my head, we can move on.
As long as you're satisfied.
I am satisfied now. You ready to talk about the Worth 400?
Yes.
All right, so let's start out with what's important. You know, the money.
Money. Show me the money.
The cup purse was $7,992,801.
You just want to give me
that's
the
a lot of
last
money.
4 digits of that, I'll be fine.
Shoot, if you want to give me the last 3 digits, I'll be okay. I mean, I'd be even be happy if you give me the last 1 digit.
I'd say if all of our viewers give us that last digit, have a couple bucks. Anyways,
Kyle Busch.
Rowdy.
Rowdy got the pole.
And somebody's favorite driver who isn't on the podcast got outside of the pool. Ryan Blaney.
You want to guess? Yeah, I was about to ask her if she wants to guess who that was, because she's home now.
Oh, snap.
Wow, she ain't even listening to us. Never mind then. Oh,
Please.
she's shopping,
She could be a moderator. Just saying.
right?
So to well, I won't make him read this next part because we already had enough heartbreak. Chris Bell and Zane Smith had to go to the rear for repairs. Kaz Gralla also went to the rear because obviously wrecked out pretty bad and had to go to a backup car. I don't know what happened to his car, but like it looked like he was going to the inside wall and that thing just cut hard right.
I know Bell's car, they said that they were able just to fix the diffuser. Or I think it was the diffuser.
I think he only scraped like the back. Yeah.
Not bad. Martin Truex takes stage 1. people watching that first stage might have thought that the Truexes would sweep the weekend, but
Again,
it
because they
was
did
not.
it last year.
Yeah,
And
was not
his
to be.
brother also won the Xfinity race again this year.
that's what I meant by sweep the weekend.
It was all on Truex again. All on
Fine.
Martin again.
Dang. Man, I wish I had truck driving experience now, because JGR just posted that they need a part-time truck driver.
Oh yeah, I thought.
Of course you did. I think you got like a buzzer that goes off on your phone or something anytime anything NASCAR.
You know what's funny is, like, before this podcast, I never really got on X.
Yeah,
Now
same.
I'm like constantly on it.
Yeah, same. Before this podcast, I did not know this much about NASCAR teams. Like, oh, this tire changer over here is going over here, or they switch pit crews, or this podcast has definitely shown light on a lot of things that go on, and it helps me understand what the heck's going on.
Yeah. Which, speaking of pit crews, Kyle Larson's pit crew was still 2 guys outside of the norm because their second race of their suspension.
Yeah. Did you see where? Trying to remember what driver it was. I think I reposted it on X, but I'm not 100% sure. It was talking about how they were expecting to be late leaving the track because this driver was still in the pits. I want to say it was Denny, but I don't think so. I'm trying to remember who it was. Anyway, Kyle Larson takes stage 2. I don't know if I said that yet.
And there were a few wrecks throughout the day, and Priest was trying to catch himself on fire. Anyways,
Not on fire, Ricky Bobby.
Denny Hamlin pulled some aero blocking off and kept Kyle Larson off for them, taking his third points paying win of the season, but 4th win overall.
Listen,
You see that?
as much as I hate saying it,
See that meme I sent you on the Snapchat group?
oh yeah, where he's dancing through the yeah. Listen, I hate to say it, but this makes me really wonder if NASCAR is really pushing him to win because of the docuseries. And I really hope it's not true, because all of the championship memes with Denny Hamlin is
But
gonna die,
cease to
and I'm
exist, yeah.
upset
Well,
because they are some of my absolute favorites.
I got a feeling he'll choke it around the round of 8 or so.
On a Denny, I hope so. I really do. As much as I mean, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, Denny, he deserves it. Da da da.
You know what?
No.
Let him get even closer. Let him go ahead and get into the round of 4 and then choke Phoenix.
I don't like talking about. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't think Chris Bell choked though, and I don't think that was on him.
No, but his crew screwed.
Yeah. So tech was completed. No cars with issues. It did take the
Unfortunately.
19 and the 9 to research and development to tear those down and a little bit closer at them. I'm not expecting any penalties out of this race either.
Have you? Well, enough with that depressingness. We can get in our rookie of the week.
Yes.
I think we've got a winner, but I don't know if we'll agree.
Probably not.
Probably not.
This is where we split last time too.
Yep. What? Sometimes. So starting off with our number 4, Josh Berry. He started P12 and finished 14th. So down 2 positions, but overall pretty good.
2 position deficit there. Yep. Got Kaz Gralla, started 35th and jumped up a few spots to 29th.
6 positions.
Yep.
To the good. Number 71, Zane Smith ran 37 or started 37th, finished 24th. What is that? 13 positions. So not a bad run.
Oh, and then old Carson Hocevar in the 77 started in 20th and fell backwards 2 spots to 2nd.
So who's your pick this week?
I'm gonna go with Josh Berry because he went backwards a couple spots, but he stayed up there.
Yeah, we're not gonna have any problems this week because that was my pick too.
Okay, I figured you were gonna go with Zane Smith because he jumped up so many spots.
No, I did think about it, but then I was like, well, he finished P24, and there was a few cars out of commission, so it wasn't like he raced past all of them. And then I got to looking at Josh Berry, and he stayed up near where he started, so I went with Berry.
Speaking of, remember last week we had mentioned something about needing to keep a tally? Well, it's not exactly a tally of our awards of the Rookie of the Week.
Tally of deficit.
Sorry, y'all, for coughing so much. I was sick this weekend. I'm trying to get over it.
Better be sorry.
Comes at the worst times. But anyways, there was a post put out on X that put the points of the rookies into perspective.
I knew I'd spin. I win. Yeah, they'll ship it.
Look, we have
Sorry,
another ad
so
break.
my voice in my head is talking about a store that I follow on Facebook that she's glad that we didn't go to it when we went to North Carolina last year, called the Racing Warehouse. And what they do is they deal sheet metal. That's pretty much exclusive. Yeah, like anything race used, they deal in. And it's really good prices. I think they do auctions every Friday, and it's really good. But she said, "I'm glad we didn't go," and I was like, "Why? They ship it to you."
We have ways.
Right. That's. I was looking at a fender, and they only wanted that $100 fender. Yeah. They're the ones that do all. Anyway, so you want to talk about our deficits?
Yeah, go back to the Rookie of the Weeks. There was a post put out on X now that it's 11 races into the season. Put our points that our rookies have currently after Dover. So coming in 4th place, which considering he's ran more races than one of the other rookies, kind of interesting that he's below him. But the 71 is Zane Smith. Is 88 points. All 4. Well, he's 88 points behind the first place rookie, behind all of them.
Okay, never mind. I'm reading. I think I'm reading this right. Oh, okay. So in 3rd place, we got the number 15, Kaz Gralla. Also ran the 60.
No.
16.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
he runs another number.
Like 36, I think it was. For Daytona.
Anyway, he's 87.
Behind 1st place of the rookies. Yep.
So he's only 1 point difference, Zane Smith.
Which is kind of funny because Kaz Gralla hasn't was, well, just one race that he hasn't ran. He won't run weekend either coming up. Zane Smith may jump in.
Yep.
And then in second, got the number 4. Well, just said pulled it off this week.
Yep.
Josh Berry is only 13 back.
Behind first place. Needs to take some allergy medicine.
You
need some water.
W, but it's not helping.
All right. So in first place, we've got the number 77 Carson Hocevar, and I'm assuming, just by the way the notes are, he has 187 points total, right?
That's correct.
Okay, I'm making sure.
Yeah, he's in the lead with 187.
So for right now, he's our rookie of the season.
Yep.
For right now.
There's a lot of time, a lot of races to go. Got 25 more races. Now jumping to another presentation. We mentioned this earlier. Video is posted on YouTube prior to the show, but if you didn't get a chance to watch it, we will play it for you here, and then you can go to the YouTube channel afterwards to add a view and rewatch it there. We'll go ahead and run that for you.
We're eating my food.
Got his wife over there committing crimes and stuff. That was the weekend winners video. Oh. Tried to make it through the whole show without coughing, and now I'm just going to cough every 3 seconds.
Cough drop. All right. So now that we've got the weekend winners out of the way, we can talk about the Advent Health 400 at Kansas.
Yeah.
I'll start with Friday at 10 a.m. Of course, these are Eastern times, as usual. We got ARCA practice, and that's not going to be televised, as far as I know.
It is not. And then Saturday at 10:25 a.m. we got ARCA practice and qualifying, which will also not be televised, but everything else past this will be on FS1. So at noon, you got the truck practice and qualifying. At 1:30, you got NASCAR Race Hub. At 2 o'clock, you got the ARCA Tide 150, which will be 100 laps. Then at 4 o'clock, you got NASCAR Race Hub. Huh?
Sorry, I'm putting a pause there. It's really cool to see Tide like staying in this.
Yeah. Sucks that it's not on the 20 car anymore, but gotta see it somewhere.
I think Tide was has been a sponsor since.
Been around for a while for sure.
I have a pretty decent Tide collect. Well, you've seen some of them. Yeah. Here recently, I've got quite a bit. There was some of my favorite skis.
Yeah.
I have a.
Almost selected a Tide scheme for our S Cubed later, but
Okay, I thought you were talking about for our Forza stuff.
No.
I was like, hey, listen, if I knew I could do it, I would have done a Tide scheme, but done it RHPD.
Back to the schedule though. 4 o'clock, you got NASCAR Race Hub. This is on Saturday on FS1. 5 o'clock, you got Cup practice and qualifying. Then at 7 o'clock, we'll have NASCAR Race Day. And then at 8 o'clock, be the truck race. Stage 1 and Stage 2 are 30 laps. And the final stage is 74 laps for a total of 134 laps. And the purse is a whopping $770,294.
So no Xfinity this weekend.
No, Xfinity's off this week.
Sunday on FS1, 2 p.m. NASCAR race day starts. At 3 p.m. the Cup race starts. First stage is 120, second stage is 130, and last stage is 150. 400 laps.
Yeehaw! 400 laps of seeing the Advent Health car of Jimmy Johnson racing the Advent Health 400 at Kansas.
Not gonna lie, I like the Advent Health a lot. His Dollar Tree.
The Family Dollar Tree, yeah, I'm not too excited about that one, but still gotta get the diecast.
Facts. Reach on.
Alright, so jumping to the forecast. Saturday's ARCA race. Mostly sunny with a high of 71 and a 23% chance of rain. Winds will be 13 to 14 miles an hour out of the southwest with gusts up to 21 to 23 miles an hour.
And the truck race will be partly cloudy with a high of 70. You have a 22 to 23% chance of rain. Winds 10 to 13 miles out of the south.
Then Sunday. No, I can't do that voice very well.
But I got you start doing that. Sunday.
Actually, it would be Monster Truck Joe's that got me to do that. They did it before you, sir.
But I did it on the podcast, so I'm taking credit.
Useless. Cup race will be mostly sunny. High of 75, a 24% chance of rain. And the winds will be 14 miles out of the southwest. 14 miles per hour out of the southwest. With gusts up to 21 to 20 miles per hour. You shut your mouth. Yeah, see? Keep opening up your mouth. She's going to keep shoving food in it.
So our next thing, I am super excited. Yeah, Haley agrees. We're gonna.
Jeez, not saying spoiler alert or anything out there, are you?
But we're gonna have to get.
It is a pretty scheme.
So I think Haley's switching her favorite driver.
So, since she already spoiled it, not that you can hear her very well, but we're going to the new paint schemes section of the podcast. We only got one this week. Technically, I should have had two, but I failed you guys, so here's what it is. Bam!
Oh, look at that.
That is what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, so we at the Texas race in the tent, which they had a signed version of the original Terry Labonte scheme that I really did consider buying, but I went for the Sterling Marlin just because I had a place for it in my mind. Yeah, he ran the Kodak car. Oh, okay. So I did see that. Now, yeah. Okay, where they put Sterling Marlin in his old car and let him do a lap or two.
She's over there talking on the side of you like she ain't got a way to get on the mic herself.
I did get it ready. All you gotta do is. I told you I'm gonna get you that one little microphone.
Some people. Anyways, as you can see, Kyle Larson's Darlington scheme.
It's beautiful, and I'm gonna have to buy one.
It's almost like Hendrick Motorsports has a little pull with this sponsor to be able to change up the logo like that to make it look like the Kellogg's logo.
Right.
But yeah, it's everywhere on social media, so you've probably seen it already. It is.
I thought it was really
arguably one of the number one
Best.
throwbacks ever made.
I wouldn't say number one
I said arguably.
ever, but it's definitely in the top 3.
What are the other 2 you got lined up, sir?
The Dale Earnhardt Jr. throwback for the National Guard car. Chase Elliott is running this year.
Okay.
That's my number 3 spot. And the callback to the Rainbow car in 2016. That was my number 1.
Gotcha.
All Hendrick, but
Sounds like you got a little bit of favoritism going on over there.
only been a Hendrick fan for 22 years until recently. Now I'm a JGR fan. Well, JGR legacy.
Raider. Jumped ship from Chevy and went to all Toyota.
What team do you go for?
You shut your mouth. I'm not talking about me right now.
Speaking of beautiful Chevys, you want to roll that S cubed?
Are you kidding me?
I've been a fan of Jimmy Johnson. But I'm still a fan of Jimmy Johnson.
Or I'll have you know that I've been a fan of Jimmy Johnson since before I was potty trained.
Well,
That's a true story.
I can't say that because he wasn't racing that far back for me. Or at least not on the cup level. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the S cube stuff. All right. My week for the old school scheme. Going with the one race show of the Quicksilver car by
Dick Trickle.
none other than the birthday man Dale Earnhardt Sr. This car was raced in 1995 for one singular race, Charlotte. And actually, Richard Childress kept it a secret from his crew. It was prepped in primer gray when the team was sent home, and they kept the painters back. And it was revealed to everybody when the pit crew pulled it from the hauler and noticed that it was silver instead of the normal black scheme. Didn't win the race, but they pretty much instantaneously sold out to all of the die-cast purchases for this vehicle. Pretty much immediately. So, 50 scheme. Nice. It's almost like a reverse of his normal scheme because it's usually black with the red line and the little gray strip down at the bottom.
Yeah,
Kind of flipped it.
it looks good.
Yeah.
I would put this one up by like his blue scheme that he ran in Sakura.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good scheme. I like it. But you'd have to be an idiot not to.
Yeah. Plenty of those out there.
In a Dell Senior number. I'll put that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's mine. Nothing fancy. You didn't win a whole bunch of races and championships in it. Just literally raced just one singular time. But nonetheless, a beautiful. Jump into the next one, which, believe it or not, is not technically a throwback scheme.
Let's say going back to recognizable schemes, but not throwbacks. Let's take a look at what should have been Eric Jones's scheme, but turned into Corey Himes. That beautiful STP Dollar General 43. And yes, STP was a main sponsor for this car. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It was one of the nicest looking cars out there. The blue popped, mixed with the red, orange. I don't even know what you'd call that. But I loved it. Of course, he started 32nd and finished 25th, so not a bad finish. As far as first time in the Cup car?
Yep, very first time.
Yeah, so not bad at all. Jones better watch out.
I'm just saying I like this scheme so much that I did my best to recreate it on Forza for my car that I run in our league on Wednesdays.
That is facts, and yours looks a lot like it.
It's off a little bit, but you know, different style car, so did the best I could. Yeah, I agree. That is one Mexi scheme.
Definitely gonna. I can. A little room.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Well, obviously we're not gonna get a race win version of it, but it would have been pretty cool. But if you notice during the race, it still had Jones on the windshield, back window.
Oh yeah. That's why I was kind of curious to see, like, would he get the points for Heim racing it or what?
We'll have to clarify that and see. But I'm almost certain that the reserve driver.
I'm pretty sure he didn't, because take a look back last season when Elliott got hurt or Bowman got hurt. I don't think they got the points for their.
Yeah, I don't think they do. But yeah, that's everything that we got for this episode.
Like and subscribe and follow and whatever else. I'm gonna post a reminder before next week's episode, just reminding that we are going to try to be live on YouTube. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, just to see if it makes any difference. That being said, like he mentioned, do all the things of clicking the buttons to follow or subscribe or like or turn the notifications on and all that fun jazz. Be on the lookout Thursday,
Yeah,
or maybe Wednesday for the.
I think we've covered this, but I have some last minute news. You see that Harvick is on standby for Larson? Like I said, we might.
Oh, pretty sure we covered that, sir.
Sorry.
Not read the notes.
But I have the memory of a goldfish.
But it will be.
Thank you guys.
At this moment, it's just practice and potentially qualifying on Friday. And then Larson's supposed to be back for Saturday and Sunday, but we'll see. Maybe Saturday we'll get to see him heat race too.
Well,
some old man over there is getting tired.
On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Sure to get into the contests. Next time.